So that pirate base has been destroyed, and I have used this opportunity to pull all my escorts and patrol ships to form a huge big fleet of about 50 fighters. Because I have detected even another pirate base in this sector, so we have to destroy one here, here and here, and I'm not talking about the Xenon, so that is going to be tough. So I have massed together all my forces and see how far I can take this. I've also loaded up all these crystals and minerals that my freighters, my miners were generating. Just stuffed them in this large super freighter here, and we are on our way to that trading station, which will buy the colored crystals. And then I'm going to head over to Teladi's space because there is the Sailcrest Corporation and they will buy the minerals. So these corporations are trading with different goods, and I got lucky to have 2 of those in my proximity. Yeah, I'm doing this manually because selling all of that different stuff here, all these colored crystals and minerals, would take my traders a lot longer because they can only sell one at a time. So I didn't add those to the trader list for the automated ships. Not quite yet. When we have a larger volume, it might be worth it, but my traders are more than busy with buying all these goods and also external trading to earn some money. And I have to be careful that I don't run out, because since I started to buy stuff for my factories and for station production, I'm going down with money, obviously. But we are getting some nice resources, so we should be able to build factories in advance before setting up a second sector. I have a crap ton of ore now, also Rastar oil, more Teladianium is coming in, so that is good. And I also realized that my traders seem to have trouble selling all that fish, because my sector is producing fish and it kind of piled up here. And apparently there weren't any fish consuming outposts in my range, so I also loaded up all that stinky fish in that ship here. It's filled to the brim. And we're trying to get rid of some of that. The Paranet outpost here is consuming fish, so maybe they want to buy them. But they still have more than 10k. If you want to check what these stations are buying and up to which amount, you can check station information. Then click on that outpost and we can see that fish will only be imported when their stock level drops below this value here, so 2,000 units, and they have 10,000, so they won't be willing to buy that fish. They probably know that it's going to spoil before they can eat it. Let's see how much we are getting for our crystals.
You are positive.
Just forgot that I don't have a docking computer. So let's see if we can park that long beauty here. It's slowing down very slow, so need to be careful not to crash it. I could also order that ship around remotely, but I want to be present in this glory moment when we are making a lot of cash. Because I think my miners have generated a sizable fortune, and that can really pile up, and you don't even realize that you are sitting on a lot of valuable stuff. And now I'm going to sell it. So we have a bunch of blue crystals, 100k. Red crystals are actually the most valuable mining good. There seems to be some sort of typo or something in the game files, or maybe it's intended. So if I sell these 60 red crystals, I'm getting more than 300,000. So that's really profitable. Always sell those red crystals. You can later on you can convert crystals into a higher tier, but with the red crystals you should never do that, because then you would reduce their value. Always try to sell them if you don't need them for ship crafting components. So now I have put the other trading station on the monitor, and we're going to head over there. Should be quite safe, this area now, since the pirates are gone. And I think by now my fleet should have assembled. Yeah, most of them have assembled at the south gate of the Teladi space. And I'm directly ordering a new invasion into that sector. It's going to take them very long to do that. Take this base down here. But I have these ships and I have no reason not to use them right now. In my second outpost I will establish the dry dock perk that makes docked ships free, and then you can use that to build a larger fleet. But I don't have any perk slots left, so I have to pay maintenance for all my ships. And if I'm not using them and build too many of them, then I'm losing money unnecessarily. And we don't want that. Yeah, the chemical shortage is not quite sorted out yet, but my traders are already selling a bit more. I also activated this trading option here, strict import. It's usually set to yes, and it means that once your traders are buying something for your outpost, so what you have defined in this column here, in this import column, then they're only buying up to your specific amount that you want. And I disabled that so that once I drop, for example, below these 10,000 chemicals in my stock level, which is currently not the case, then traders will buy not just one unit to reach the 10k again, but they will buy whatever they can. So this just makes your cargo space usage more efficient. But of course it can also cost more money if you buy more than you actually need. But for the food it's especially important, because your people will only eat a small amount and then another trader will head out and buy only very little. So that is very inefficient usage of your total carrying shipping capacity. So once you have the money, you should deactivate strict import in my opinion, and just let freighters haul in what you need. But for the export, this setting is actually very useful, because if you deactivated strict export, then your traders would sell more than what you have defined in your export levels. So as soon as you would produce more computers than your specified amount, then they would all be sold if they can fit into your trading ship.
One of your ships is under attack.
And that is usually not what you want. Got another attack alert, but it could also be a satellite, probably a satellite. Oh, and my fleet is hunting that poor astronaut here. Committing some war crimes in this sector, but no one is looking. Everything is fine. And now they're heading to that pirate base, which is somewhere down here.
Entering system. Family. Wrong car.
Now the trading station is up here. Let's sell those goods.
Paranid. Task Force. Medusa. No aim. Trading station.
The Paranid and the Teladi have recently started to fight in these sectors here. But it seems like the Paranid have the upper hand for now. But the real fighting hasn't even started yet, because we still have this buffer zone here, so they don't share many borders and have limited options to attack each other. And I don't know if I want to take that away from them, maybe establish my own buffer zone here by claiming these sectors, which would prevent them from fighting each other so much.
You are positive.
Docking granted.
But if these aliens fight among themselves, then that could also help our Argon friends, just to relieve them a bit. So that is another strategic consideration that I have to make if I want to block off certain races from fighting each other. Damn, I'm always coming in too fast. God damn, the other one is undocking now. Let's not crash into him.
Successfully docked.
Slowly and steadily.
Network established.
Now we have blue minerals. The minerals are not quite as valuable as the crystals. And we can sell all that fish.
Sold.
It's worth a fortune.
Green mineral sold. Orange mineral sold. Purple mineral sold. Red mineral
And that guy who just undocked is shooting at someone for some reason.
sold. White mineral sold.
Alright, selling all those minerals puts us at a comfortable amount of money.
Trader. Snow trough.
Yeah, so when you have these factions fighting each other, then their trading ships will obviously also shoot and disrupt their trading operations. It's usually only apparent when the player is present, because then the turrets of these ships are firing